This is a secretly recorded conversation between Kari Lake, who had run for governor in Arizona and is now running for Senate, and the chairman of the Arizona State Republican Party. And take a listen to this.
I'm not willing to accept that. And I'm going to be the biggest pain in these people's. Go back and tell them that. I'm running, and I'm going to be the biggest pain in their.
And I'm willing to tell them that.
And they're going to have to kill me to stop me.
It's a bribe. Bribing her to stay out of politics.
Is there a number at which
I can be bought?
not be bought?
That's what it's about.
You can take a pause for a couple of years.
No.
And then go right back to what you're doing.
No. 10 million, 20 million, 30, no. A billion, no. This is not about money. This is about our country. I think it's disturbing that they would even, that anybody would think this is.
No, to be fair, even me, I'll say this. I want a fresh face right now for the reason that I've never seen anyone, I can't think of a single person in a federal race who's lost, ran in and won. I can't think of it. If you can think of it, let me know.
I'm not going to let these people who hate our country tell me not to run. You should call them and tell them to get behind me. So what's going on? What is, I'm assuming this is our friend.
This is back east. There are very powerful people who want to keep you out.
Oh no, they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So this conversation never happened.
This is crazy though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
They are corrupt.
Maybe. This never happened. Don't go. If you ever though, I'll get myself in trouble. This, if you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
Not either. Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, I mean, right? They say the cartel's operating in 50 states right now, like all 50. You know? So
what's going on? Who is it? What?
Forget the who. Let me just tell you the what. Let's just say there are people calling around saying, gosh, no, they can't repeat this. Never repeat this. If you say no, don't. If you say, I got offered to buy out. Don't use it. Because then we lose our ability to get things done in the future.
Here's my problem. Rather than just say, let's work with her. She's a great candidate. Because they don't own me. And it pisses me off.
Yeah, it's not about ownership.
It's about control.
I don't know if it's about control. It's about being on the team.
Wow. By the way, being on the team and being a team player is just a euphemism for control and ownership. All right, so that's Jeff DeWit. He's the chairman of the Republican Party in Arizona. And just so you know, he was the state chairman of the Trump campaign in 2016. Trump nominated him or appointed him as, I believe, the CFO of NASA during the Trump administration. I think he's affiliated with the Trump 2020 campaign right now. And he is currently the chairman of the Republican Party in Arizona. And he keeps referring to these people back east. They don't name any names here. It's, I think, purposely vague. But the implication is clear here. He goes on to say that if Kari Lake just disappears for a couple of years and doesn't run for office again, they'll get her a cushy job and it'll basically be a payout. It's a bribe, bribing her to stay out of politics. And I think it's very powerful at the beginning of this video when she says, I don't have a price. Not a million, not 2 million, not 10 million, not a billion. You can't buy me. Now, Kari Lake, now that this audio has been released, and let's be real here, it appears that only one of two people could have recorded this and leaked it, and that is these two people. I don't know it for a fact, but it seems like this audio, logically speaking, probably was leaked by Kari Lake or Kari Lake's team, right? I mean, that seems to be a logical conclusion to reach. Kari Lake has demanded that Jeff DeWit resign from his position. Senator Mike Lee has actually seen this. And, do I have that? Hang on, let me get that. Mike Lee saw this and tweeted it out. and said, somebody tried to bribe Kari Lake. That's very illegal. We need to know who it is. Hats off to Kari Lake for telling the guy to pound sand and not hesitating for even an instant. This has gotten news coverage all across the newspapers in Arizona. Megyn Kelly has referred to it. It's been referred to on various media outlets. No one is claiming that this audio is faked. Nobody is claiming that this is doctored or in some way that this is not a real story. So what's this all about and what happens next? And for those people who are claiming that this isn't real, this isn't true, I want to point you to something that is fascinating. This is Kari Lake at the CPAC conference last year. So this is 11 months ago. Kari Lake giving her presentation. I was there. By the way, we're going to be at CPAC this year. We're going to be doing our show live from CPAC as well. If you guys are coming to CPAC, swing on by and see us and say hi. But I remember I was in the room when she made this speech, Kari Lake did. Take a listen to what she had to say. Again, this is 11 months ago.
To stop me and to silence you. I decided to share this. It's a little bit controversial, but I'm going to put this out. Somebody showed up at my door this week. They called me before and said, I got to talk to you in person. This can't be done over the phone. Which is always kind of like, uh-oh, what's that going to be about? They came to my door and they tried to bribe me out of getting out of politics. It's really happened. I'm telling you this because this is how disgusting politics is. A mom who runs for office and they're afraid of me. They tried to bribe me with a job title, with a huge salary, a position on a board. This is how they do it. And I said, are you kidding me? I walked away from a big job and a big salary. I'm not motivated by that stuff, guys. I'm not. So this person standing before me was sent at the request of some powerful people back east. They want me out of politics. Well, wait a minute. I thought they already stopped us. Why are they so afraid? I thought they already stopped our movement. So, well, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know. I'm just on God's time right now. And when I said no to this person, they didn't take no for an answer. They said, well, what will it take? What is your price? How do we keep you out? Name your price. This really happened this week. Name your price. All we're asking for you to do is to get out of politics for 2 years. Okay. CPAC, I got to ask you, do you think I should sit out for 2 years? Should we put our movement on ice for 2 years? I didn't think so. Or should we double down and stay in this? Double down.
Now, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? That was 11 months ago. She claimed it had just happened. And let's just remind you, we'll pick up that hidden audio. This is about 10 minutes long, this conversation that was recorded. But here's a little bit more of it. This audio reveals exactly what Kari Lake said happened during her CPAC speech.
Like I said, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
They want you to be on their team.
But,
Just team. You know?
but if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that. So what do they want? What do they want me to do?
You want you to stay out for 2 years. But I'll tell you what I can offer you. But I said you can do whatever you want. It's talking head, isn't it? So the ask of me was, it's kind of funny. So the ask I got today from back east was, is between us. Is there any companies out there or something that could just put her on the payroll and give her to keep her out? And I said, well, what do you want to do? Like, whatever we need to do.
This is about defeating Trump. And I think that's a bad, bad thing for our country. DeSantis is not America first. This is about the final death blow to Trump. And I don't think that's good for our country.
And you know I love Trump. I love Trump.
It's not good for our country, Jeff.
It's not. But at the same time, I'm not even sure Trump can win again. I don't know that he can win again. I think what it really comes down to for a lot of people, it's not really about like control or agenda. It's just about the ability to raise money to win. You know, if you really want to know, all of politics boils down to money. I think. And even on their end, like what makes them the most money.
I know all these consultants don't want their payday to end, and I don't want to make a deal with these kind of people. This is a hill worth dying on.
Wow. That's listen, we'll see how this story develops. But that just broke yesterday afternoon, and I wanted to share that CPAC speech of Kari Lake's with you so you could see that there's more to this than meets the eye, I think. And is anybody surprised? Really? Is based on everything that we have seen over the years and all of the never Trumpers in Washington who so easily think about where Bill Kristol is right now. Bill Kristol, who was chief of staff for Dan Quayle, who recommended Sarah Palin to John McCain, who was the engineer of the Iraq War. Bill Kristol, the publisher of Weekly Standard and a Fox News regular, the conservative's conservative, has now disavowed gun ownership in the Second Amendment, disavowed overturning Roe v. Wade, proclaimed himself a tried and true Democrat, and is actually raising money and campaigning for Democrats. Is anybody surprised to see what powerful people in Washington, D.C. are capable of? Amazing.